Good morning, sir, and good morning, everyone present here. I extend a warm welcome to our speaker and all attendees present in the meeting. I find immense pleasure in introducing our honorable chief guest, Mr. Abhay Chauhan, sir. Abhay Chauhan is an MBA from MIT SOB Pune and has done MPP from IIM Indore. He has 18 years of experience in corporate world. He embarked on a professional path of a corporate professional in direct sales, channel management, and marketing, which includes successful stints with SBI Life, HSBC Bank, Insta Financial Services, Anubhav Finance. In his last corporate assignment, he was Area Manager Maharashtra Sales and Marketing with SBI Life. He was heading personal loan vertical in HSB handling Pune region. He has been into leadership with and people without management role of more than 13 years in corporate. He is also a speaker of FM radio. His ongoing talk show series is on 107.4 FM. He is a national level enthralling motivational speaker, sales and leadership coach of repute and also visiting faculty in business schools. He has also conducted numerous sessions in corporate and government institutions. He also conducts open workshops on selling skills and motivation. He has been following passion professionally since 2013 and has traveled across nations to conduct hundreds of sessions. His seminars and workshops are well known for high quality content, which is backed by his 18 years of corporate experience, blended with his unique and entertaining style of delivery. He is an inspiring speaker and enthralling orator, and has been instrumental in bringing success and changes in numerous lives through his workshops. Now I request Sir to take over the meeting ahead.
Thank you very much, Ravlin. Thank you for the lovely introduction, and thank you to MIT as well to invite me for this session. And thank you very much to Pranjali ma'am for inviting me for this session. And all of a sudden, she called me up day before yesterday, and she requested me to take up a session. And fortunately, I was free, even though if I wouldn't have been free, since being an alumni of MIT, I would loved and I would have been adjusted my time anyhow, sir, anyhow, to come over and deliver. And it's a lovely feeling all the time. Whenever I come here to MIT, it's a pure joy. Whenever I come here and deliver a session here. So friends, let us start. And I have taken up a very good topic as such, and very close to my heart, in fact, and very close to my heart, the fear factor. So if you allow me, friends, should I start? And I hope so. I'm absolutely audible.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So let us start. And guys, you are very young guys. All the audiences are very young guys and very young and mature, young and bubbling with energy guys. But in the recent times, for last more or less, you can say 1.5 years, we have been facing an unprecedented situation altogether, and it is a very challenging situation for.
अपनी मीटिंग है अटेंड कर यहाँ तो मैं पागल हूँ सुबह सुबह 11 बजे तेरा वीडियो कॉल उठा रही हूँ
You are
क्या चल रहा है ये fear factor
for everybody, for you guys, for us, and for world over, for everybody. In fact, the people from the different strata of society, it's very challenging. And then what I found is the most common thing, in everybody as of today is fear. The fear factor. The fear, there are the different kind of fear, different kind of fear we are facing. Everybody, including you, and you might be thinking, I am not facing. Yes, I am also facing the same thing. Everybody is facing the fear factor. Now, what is it, fear factor? We will try to understand in this session what exactly the fear is and how to conquer. And believe me, friends, what I've learned over a period because of my corporate experience, as she has introduced me, Ravlin has introduced me, I worked in corporates for 18 years, and after that, I'm being a motivational speaker and a sales coach, and I travel across India. And believe me, friends, I meet people, a lot many new people, all the time I meet. And there is a very common thing. And you might be believing that, okay, yaar, isko dar lagta hai, isko nahi lagta hoga, yaar, ye bilkul nahi dar hai. No, it's not like that. End of the session, you will 100%, you will find that, okay, fear factor, the fear thing is absolutely common. So let us try to understand and let us start and go ahead with the presentation. Let me start now. Now let us understand what is fear. Fear is a natural, powerful human emotion. As is the happiness, same way it is the human emotion is fear also. As we get happy when anything goes good in life, the same thing happens in our life. It is the fear also. That could be because of the various reasons, and it could be of various reasons. So every individual has a different kind of fear. But in the current situation, somewhat we have a very common kind of a fear as well. So what we will do is we will just try to understand, try to dissect, and try to understand how to conquer this fear. So okay, what is fear? It's a emotion. So we all human beings across the universe are born with emotions. Without emotion, we are not supposed to call as a human being. Okay, human, we are born with emotion. Yes. Now let us go to the next thing. Few common fears. What exactly? There are the very few common fears. The most important fear, or the first thing, is the exam fear. For us students, and for you guys, or for everybody, it's what? The fear of exam. The second common, the most common fear is the relationship fear. It could be with the brother and sister, it could be with the friends, it could be the mom and dad, it could be with xyz friend, classmate. Relationship, we have a relationship. So the close relationship, what is the fear over there? अरे यार रिलेशनशिप है, मेरे दोस्ती छूट तो नहीं जाएगा, टूट तो नहीं जाएगा, ब्रेकअप होगा कि क्या होगा, या my whether my parents are angry with me, whether my parents are not happy with me, are they satisfied with me. एग्जाम अगर होता है तो फॉर एग्जाम व्हाट वी थिंक इज whether I will pass or not, whether I am well prepared or not, whether I'm going to score this much percentage or not, what is expected. So these are the two very common fears. Third is the friendship in the sense, for you young guys, there is again a very common thing. Friendship in the what is called friendship. You come to the college, you have a lot of friends where you stay, you have a lot of friends in the college as well. So what do you think is, the friendship, I will break the friendship with this person, I will not be into that their circle, into that group. That is also a fear. Not making an impact. Yes, not making an impact. For a person who is studying in a college, it is important that whether I'm making really an impression, good impression at college, whether I'm making a good impression where I say, in the society, whether I'm making a good impact in my friend circle. Again, there is a same fear. Whether I'm making an impact or not, whether you understand this or not, that is again a very big fear. Next is not meeting expectation. Again, this is another fear. Not meeting expectation in the sense, you yourself might have set a different expectation for yourself. Maybe it personal, maybe academic. You have set a different expectation. कि बाबा अरे यार मैं क्लास में रैंकिंग, I should get this much rank, I should get this much percentage. You yourself has set an expectation for yourself, that okay, this is the expectation, this is the bare minimum benchmarking what I should be doing. Whether you are meeting the expectation of your parents or not, your parents might be thinking, oh boss, my beta, my beti should get nothing less than 90%. He should be nothing less than top three ranking in the college. 100%, all the parents, we as a parent, we make a fault over there also. We set a very high benchmarking for all the students, all the children. Okay, so then you come into the fear factor. Okay, I'm not able to meet the expectation of my parents or college or friends. Now, among all, the biggest fear is the failing. I have seen the legends. I have seen the biggest people. I have seen the managing director. I have seen the CEO of the companies. I have seen the labor category. I have seen the common man. I have seen the common performer. I have seen the average performer. You talk about the film personality. You talk about the sports. You talk about the corporate world. Everywhere. Not a single human being is born without the fear of failing, and that is the biggest fear of any individual. Mind you, that is the biggest fear of any human being, fear of failing. अगर मैं फेल हो गया तो लोग क्या बोलेंगे? अरे मेरी इज्जत चली जाएगी. अरे people will shame on me, or what people will perceive as me. And let us accept that also in our friend circle. If somebody fails, what we do is the first thing what we do is we laugh it loud, and we embarrass that person, whoever has failed. Believe me, friend, you are doing no good. I repeat, you are doing no good to anybody if somebody fails, and if you laugh on him and make a mockery of him. Absolutely not. So these are the few common fears what any human being. Otherwise, the list is very long. If you start writing the fear, what are the common fears? It will be a complete one. We can fill the one register also. So these are the few fears, the 6 fears what I have picked up. These are the absolute common, irrespective of age, irrespective of where you belong to. Yes. Now go to the next one. Now the question what I'm asking you as of today is, do you live your dream or fear? I'm telling you, 90% of us are living our fear only. We are not at all living our dream. And believe me, my friends, the person who is living his fear, he or she cannot achieve extraordinary in his life, never ever. If you are living your dream, then you will make it large. If you are living your fear, the entire life, day in and out, since morning to the time when you go to the bed, you are not going to make it large, my dear friend. Absolutely not. The most important thing is leave your fear and start living in dreams and start working out. You know what? The most common thing what I have understood, and every single day what we do is, once we are scared of something, that goes in our head round the clock, morning, afternoon, evening, and late night, every time. The moment you wake up, you start living your fear. And 90% of the time, we live only our fear. We are not at all living our dream. Dream in the sense what? If you have set a goal, you have you have a dream, you have some passion, apart from studies, I never ever talk about that you have a dream of academic dream. That is not a dream. What do you mean by dream? I'll just try to explain you in 1 minute. What is dream? What you are really passionate about that. And a passionate is, I'm not talking about अगर passionate अगर आप बोल रहे हैं, अरे sir, I'm really very passionate about eating and I'm very fond of eating, so I eat 5 times a day. No. We are not talking about that passion, and that is a bad habit. Okay, so what I'm trying to understand is you are very young, and believe me, my friends, at the young age, if you try to understand and if you try to do a soul searching, if you try to अपने आप को टटोलोगे, अगर अंदर से टटोलोगे तो अपने आप को खोजो, what you really love to do and what is your dream to become, maybe 5 years down the line, maybe 10 years down the line. You have to live your dream only. Okay, so let us come to the core point and try to understand. What I'm going to do is, what are the side effects of fear? Now, every bad thing or every good thing has a side effect. Good thing has a good side effect, but every bad thing has a very bad side effect. So these are the side effects what you will go through. And I'm not going to ask you in this public platform कि individually अरे यार आपका problem क्या चल रहा है, but these are the most common side effects for everybody, for you, me, at any age, at any category, working, studying, anybody. First thing is, if you are scared, then you are not a good, you will never ever be a good decision. Indecision. These are the signs, symptoms. If you think so, try to do the soul searching. If you're not able to make a decision, if you are thinking for the smallest thing, whether I should go, whether I should not go, whether I should sleep, whether I should meet, whether I should answer the call, whether I should not answer the call, should I call him, should I call her? If you have this such kind of indecision making, if you're not able to make clear-cut decisions in your life, then you are something or other under the fear factor. You have something or other, you have some fear. Doubt. Second is doubt. For every decision making, for every small thing, you will have a self-doubt. Self-doubt in the sense, for an example, I will just quote a simple example. Some of your group of friends, if you are going outside to have a coffee, and 3 or 4 friends you are going, then you think, okay, one of your friend calls you up, and he or she tells you, we are going for a coffee at so and so time. Whether you are coming, come. Then you keep the phone. Okay, let me think, and you keep the phone down, and you don't revert back. You don't revert back at all. If you revert back and call up and say within 5 to 10 minutes that, okay, I'm not coming. Oh, I will meet you at the same venue within 10 minutes of the time. You are clear. You are not at all under any fear factor. But if you are into doubt, you will not even make a call, and you will not confront that person and tell him that, okay, I'm not coming. That means you are in the doubt. आपने क्या है कि डिसीजन मेकिंग की आप में वो काबिलियत जो है थोड़ी सी कम हो गई। और उसका कारण क्या होता है? उसका कारण, the only reason is you are under fear. Whether I will lose something, whether I will gain something after this session, after this meeting, it is absolutely you are under doubt. Third thing will happen is you will start losing confidence. Yes, slowly, gradually, but gradually you will start losing confidence. Confidence in the sense what for the doing the big things? No. Losing confidence in the sense means you every time, morning, afternoon, or evening, you start doubting yourself. And once you start doubting yourself, and believe me my friend, I have seen and I have met and I have counseled people even up to the managing director of a big corporate also. They even start losing confidence to whether I should call up the meeting or not, whether I should have a food now 12:30 or 1:30. They start losing confidence for the smallest thing in their life. Yes, that is bad. So why I'm trying to tell you is these are the smaller side effects. If at all you are going through it, you have to introspect and understand whether boss, I'm scared of something, am I going through some fear factor, I'm losing confidence. Yes, you might be losing. None of the person in this universe has 100% confident. 1%, 2% here and there, sometimes not confident, sometimes not confident. But all the time, losing your confidence is bad, whether I can do it or not, whether I will be achieve it or not. I will give you a very classic example. There was this person who used to drive four-wheeler, one of my friend. But earlier, before, when you are young, when you are in the college, you drive two-wheeler. अब two-wheeler चलाते हैं, दिन रात चलाते हैं. So do you need any self-confidence in that? No, not at all. But once you leave, you're not driving a two-wheeler and you're driving only a four-wheeler continuously 4-5 years, and all of a sudden you have not touched two-wheeler any given point of time for last 5 years. All of a sudden, his son was out of town, and he told his dad कि गाड़ी खराब हो गई है, would you get it repaired? So I was standing next to him and he told, अरे यार अबे, अरे I'm really scared. मैं बोला क्या हुआ? तो बोला यार टू व्हीलर मुझे अभी चलाने में डर लग रहा है. बोला why you are fearing? यार इतना तो 15-20 years you and me we have driven this two wheeler. All of a sudden what is happened? No यार self confidence नहीं आ रहा है मेरे को. बहुत दिन हो गया मैं चलाया नहीं. That is the simplest example of losing confidence. Losing confidence on the big platform, big stage, you will pay a huge price for that. But if you think that you are losing confidence as a smaller platform, rectify it then and there. Otherwise, it will take a shape of a monster. It will become a monster. Believe me, it will become a monster. Fourth and fifth point would be it would be hurting. It will hurt you. The fear factor, if you are under fear, it will hurt you. The last point is side effect, disappointments. Whatever you do, you'll be disappointed each and every aspect, each and every act of your life. You'll be disappointed, my dear friend, and you will feel that because you will start losing the small battles. And once you start losing small battles, जिसे कहते हैं ना डरा हुआ इंसान रहता है और डरे हुए लोग रहते हैं. डरा हुआ इंसान कुछ अचीव कर सकता है क्या? बिल्कुल नहीं कर सकता. डरना, it's okay, absolutely human. I'm not saying that you have to be fearless all the time. No. It's okay. Fear is an absolutely human factor. But if you're scared all the time, something is wrong and you have to start working on it. Yes, disappointment. There will be a lot of disappointments in your life. I will give you a very simple example. If you think so, if you are very young guys, I'll try to make you understand in your field. You are very very young guys. Yeah? You make a lot of friends. You meet up people in the college, online. You meet up people. Sometimes you feel that I should have a friendship with this person. And if you don't ask because of the fear, whether that person will reject me or accept me, don't be scared of that. If you feel so that you wanted to have a friendship with that person, please go ahead, confront that person, stand up in front of him and ask directly that, okay, would you love to be my friend? And absolutely, that is okay. If you are rejected, that is not at all a failure. It's okay. It's a part and parcel of life. But you'll be much more disappointed. It will be great disappointment because of fear. You never went to that person and asked you whether you would be my friend or not. Yes, it is important. I'm giving you life lessons, and these lessons will be absolutely handy in your future also. Okay, let us go one by one. Be in a comfort zone or face fear. If I ask you where you want to be, 90% of the time, everybody would say, I would love to be in a comfort zone, but definitely not faced with the fear factor. You tell me, guys, biggest of cricketer. Cricket is a very, very popular sport in India. Yes, there is a big cricket team. We are 90% of us, we follow cricket. But the most important thing, you talk to Sachin Tendulkar, you talk to Virat Kohli, you talk to the greatest batsmen of across the world, AB de Villiers, you talk anybody. What is their fear factor? They would say, I would avoid to play pacer, the fastest pacer bowling like Shoaib Akhtar or Brett Lee. And these kind of a bowler, they are scared. I've seen their interviews all the time. The greatest batsman, even Sachin Tendulkar also, he has his own weakness. He said it was difficult and I would love to avoid, if at all Shoaib Akhtar is not bowling or Brett Lee is not bowling, I would be in a comfort zone. Yes. But what you understand from this story is either you be into the comfort zone and face the fear upfront, stand upfront on the face, and you have to face that pacer. Then only you become great, then only you become legend, then only you make a name for yourself. Okay, boss, I have to face the fear and conquer my fear. There is no way you can show your back to the fear and you can defeat the fear. No, absolutely not. You have to face the fear and take the bull by its horn and defeat it. And 90% or 99% of the time, you will defeat your fear, and don't be in absolutely into the comfort zone. So get out of your comfort zone, face the fear. Yes. Now let us go to the steps one by one, how to conquer your fear. As my title says, fear factor, how to conquer. Step number 1, talk to yourself. Talk to yourself every time. Whenever you go, you're getting into any kind of a situation, either exams, either you're meeting somebody, either it's a professional meet, or either you have a task in hand where the parents had given you any kind of a task, or either your friends have asked you to complete any kind of a task, maybe academic and non-academic, whatever it is, try to start repeating in your mind all the time. I can do it. Yes, whatever your name would be. If you are Amit, tu kar sakta hai, you can do it. I always do that, and I still till date I do that. If any tough task comes in front of me, I prepare, and what I say in my mind is, I can do that. Abhay, tu kar sakta hai. I can do that. I spent my entire 20 years of corporate career in sales and marketing, and believe me, friends, the kind of a pressure, the kind of a professional pressure the sales and marketing has it is unparalleled. Every job has its own pressure, but sales and marketing targets day in and out, morning, afternoon, evening. But whenever my boss used to tell me, itna kar, do 120%, do 130%, I always tell you, Are bhai, you can do it. Always speak with yourself, I can do it. And next thing is, always say that if any task, it seems to be very tough, you say to yourself, I'm good enough, I can carry on. Yes, I can pull this off. The sports, whether it is academic, the portion would be good, the exams are in front of you, and you are stressed out that, okay, within this so much of a time, I'm not able to complete my portion. But tell yourself, I'm good enough. So for preparing for exam, it requires 4 to 5 hours. I can pull it off in 3 hours. I will concentrate 100%. I will have no distraction, but I can absolutely pull it off. I am good enough. I can do it. Third point, it doesn't matter if I make a mistake. Believe me, friends, one of the biggest point what I tell everybody is, end of the day, you are a human. I'm a human. Absolutely. And as a human, you are bound to make mistakes. You are not born with mistake. So it doesn't matter if you make a mistake. It's okay. उसे पीछे डालो. Put the mistakes behind and go ahead and move forward. It is absolutely okay to make mistakes. But the most important thing is, if you make the same mistake again and again, there's some problem is there with you, and you should not repeat your mistake again and again. But if you are making a mistake, it's absolutely okay. Take it easy. आपकी language में बोलते हैं ना, chill out boss, chill out, nothing happens. Okay, made a mistake, don't repeat, chill out, no issues. Yes, the fourth point is, it doesn't matter if people laugh. I'll give you a very classic example. One of my friend, when I was a bachelor like you guys, and I came to Pune, and I was, of course, studying in MIT only. And one of my batchmate was a Mallu guy, and a Malayali. So English, Hindi, and Malayali, okay, but he was very keen to learn Marathi. Since we were studying in Pune, and he wanted to make a career in sales and marketing in Maharashtra only. So it is absolutely an advantage to to speak in Marathi also, the regional language, to be into sales and marketing. And what he did is, he started speaking Marathi. Whatever he used to hear from here and there, he started speaking Marathi. But all the roommates, 3-4 people, used to laugh at him morning, afternoon, and evening. Believe me, friends, every single soul used to laugh. Every single soul in the room, in the college, everybody used to laugh at that point of time. Yes, but he ignored, and he took it in a lighter vein. Yes, he took it in an absolutely lighter vein. He had chalo yaar, hasne do. And believe me, my dear friend, after 5 years, he wrote a book एक क्लासिक बुक इन मराठी ओनली, मराठी कविता जिसे कहते हैं ना, 5 साल के बाद उसने मराठी में एक मराठी की कविता की बुक एक पब्लिश की. That is achievement. That is achievement. Yes, yes. So it doesn't matter. Ignore people who are laughing at you. Believe me, the true friend of yours will never ever laugh at you if you're trying anything new. The true friend will always support you if you're trying to learn something. He will always and always support you. They will never laugh at you. अगर वो हंस रहे हैं आपके ऊपर तो आपके दोस्त नहीं है. अगर वो आपको encourage कर रहे हैं तो they are your friends. Yes. Lastly, you can say to yourself, I can and I will. Say to yourself, I can and I will do this. I can do this and I will achieve this. Keep on repeating this mantra. I keep on telling this mantra to everywhere end of the session. I say that I can do this and I will achieve this. Yes, 100% you can achieve. Talk to yourself. Yes. Let us go to the next point. Yes. Accept fear as a fact, not as a force. Yes. What do you mean by fact? There is no denying that there is no fear. Yes, absolutely. Fear, it is there and it will be there. There is no denying that the fear will go off. No, not at all. The fear will never ever go off. It will remain till we die, Whatever age we die, the fear factor will be there. We'll get scared today also. Even after this session also, something happens to you where you are not comfortable, you'll be scared. 100% you'll be scared. If something happens to me, all of a sudden something, I also will be scared for some time. Fear you cannot deny. Except that fear will be remain till the time you are there, and it will be there. But the most important, the point what I'm trying to make you is, do not allow that fear to make it force. Let it not be the driver of your life. Let the fear not at all drive your life all along. I'll give you a very classic example how anything drives your life. In today's world, it is a digital world altogether. Yes, agree that. Yes, we agree that. It is absolutely digital world. Whenever we are not at all engaged in anything else, we are round the clock. Only at the time of going to the sleep, we are engaged to our mobile and digital world. Social networking things. Yes. Now what happens is, I've seen people and I am experiencing it now. I don't use mobile very often. I keep it very limited. Morning, afternoon, evenings, and little bit on the late night. Yes, whole day if you are hooked up to your handset and mobile, that is driving your life altogether. मतलब जैसे शुद्ध हिंदी में कहते हैं ना, वो मोबाइल जो है आपकी जिंदगी के गर्दन को ऐसे पकड़ लिया है और आपको गोल गोल घुमा रहा है. So that is what we are talking about. Let it not be the driver of your life. You're scared, get into it. Get out of that fear. अगर आपको हाईवे पे गाड़ी चलाना का डर लगता है, go to the highway 5 times and get into it. If you're scared of swimming, if you're scared of water, jump into the pool. There is no way out that you can come out of it. Only you can conquer that fear is you have to jump into the water, get an instructor, and within no time, 10 to 15 days, you will come out of that fear. But let it not become the force which will drive your life. As I say, the bad habits. Once you start bad habit now, let me address this issue also. If you start a bad habit, let us say for an example, maybe drinking or smoking. Once you start, you smack and having it just because of style, or just because of some of your friends are doing it, and you get into it just because of a style and you saw the macho look, or okay, I'm modern, I'm a yo guy, I'm chilled out. But after some point of a time, that bad habits drives your life all through, and you are completely driven by that. Let it not drive your life. अगर उसके हाथ में, अगर आपके डर के हाथ में आपने अगर जिंदगी सौंप दी, तो आप अपने जीवन में कुछ भी अचीव करने नहीं पाएंगे. ये पक्की बात है, ये 100%. Yes. Next, third point, find small wins and positives. Yes, break large goal down into small one. What I'm trying to say is, छोटी छोटी जो जीत होती है ना, उसको उसको positives जो होती है, छोटी छोटी चीज, उसको try to find out that things. And how to do that? How to do that? You might be thinking, okay, maybe after 5 years, I wanted to do this. I wanted to do a MBA from this particular college. I wanted to achieve my passion. I want to become this. Whatever it may be, break your bigger goal into smaller goals. आपका जो बड़ा goal होगा, the bigger, larger goals, you have to break into smaller in the sense, maybe you might have worked out for 5-year goal after 5 years. Then what you have to break it into the monthly goal. This month for this goal, what I'm trying to do. Let us say if you're a sports person and if you wanted to become the greatest, very excellent batsman, all of a sudden can you become a greatest batsman? No, you cannot. Neither Virat Kohli, neither Sachin Tendulkar, neither Jasprit Bumrah, the fast bowler sensation of India, they have become overnight. Every single individual has broken their goals into smaller goals, into weekly, into monthly, into yearly. Then you achieve a bigger goal. Yes. And if you achieve something now, I will give you a very small example. If somebody wants to lose a weight, and if you have a target that I want to lose a 10 kg, I want to lose weight. Okay. Yeah, if somebody wants to bulk up and do muscling and go to the gym and I want to build a good muscle, does it happen overnight? No. But something happens in a month. Yeah, definitely. If you put an effort, something or the other will happen with your body, that you will lose 2-3 kgs in a month, or you will have you start shaping up within a month. So if you see that results are coming in, reward yourself. Yes, reward in the sense, enjoy that moment. After a month, if you see that in yourself in a mirror, and you have to reward yourself and enjoy that moment. And if people say that, reward in the sense what? Go to the friend, meet up people and tell them, this is what I did, this I was, and now this is what. Reward yourself. The third thing is, track your progress. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever your goals are, track your progress into weekly basis. This first week, second week, third week, fourth week, track the progress. And what will happen is, this will give you very good satisfaction, and this will develop a very positive vibes inside you. And why does it happen? I'll give you a very simple example. Everybody, more or less everybody, would have been having a small garden in their home. If you are living in a bungalow, you might be having a bigger garden. If you are living in a flat and terrace, every individual loves having plants, something or other. Why do we water plant? Normally you will say, "Arey, usko खाद पानी तो देना पड़ेगा, otherwise it will die." But why do we become so happy if your plants have flowers? And after some time, maybe 15 days or after a month or so, you know why? It's a human factor. If you see progress, if you see growth, it's a human tendency. You become absolutely happy. That makes you happy. The same thing happens with you also. If you're trying to do something, if you're trying to study something, you have to try. If you felt that, okay, within a month I will finish this much portion, and after a month assess yourself that, okay, whatever target I have kept, after a month I'm able to finish this much of progress I have made, so that will absolutely make you happy, and a feel good factor would be there. The last point in this one is, don't focus on the end goal. Never ever focus on the end goal. Let us say, for an example, if you want to build up and make muscles, maybe that kind of a body, or that kind of a ripped body like Virat Kohli, it will take years together, my dear friend. That kind of a body, I'm just giving an example, taking an example. If you want to crack UPSC exam, that will take a preparation years together. It will take a lot of preparation. It will not happen overnight. So don't try to focus on the goal. अरे यार मेरा body नहीं बन रहा, विराट कोहली जैसे body नहीं बना. If you try to focus on the goal more, on the longer goal, you will get into negativity. But what you do is try to focus on the weekly achievement, try to focus on your monthly achievement. That will make you happy and that will make you to run towards your goal. Never ever focus on your end goal. Once you decide your end goal is this is so and so, never ever try to focus on your end goal. Yes. Let us go to the next point. Take one step at a time, one step ahead. ये यहाँ पे हिंदी का जुमला है या कोल्ड ड्रिंक का एक ऐड होता है, मैं उसको रिपीट करूंगा जो मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है ना? डर के आगे जीत है. यस, डर के आगे जीत है. एब्सोल्युटली डर के आगे जीत है का मतलब क्या होता है? डर के आगे जीत है. इफ यू कॉन्कर योर फियर, यू आर एब्सोल्युटली गोइंग टू win. Replay the positive things. Now I will give you a very classic story. Some might be knowing this story and some might not be knowing. Let me introduce the photograph. What you see on the slide is a photograph of Arunima Sinha. She is a mountaineer. She is a handicapped mountaineer. Yes, she is the world's first handicapped woman. She doesn't have one leg. It is a prosthetic leg she is having. She had an accident with on the railway, and she has only one leg. And she conquered Mount Everest, and she has conquered all the 7 top peaks of the world. Yes. So what I'm trying to tell is, I will not tell the full story. I will tell the story what she has shared many a times. The story is like this. You start your journey to climb the Mount Everest. Yes. There is a point wherein you had to reach the summit in the sense the top of the Mount Everest. It is called as a summit. Below the summit there is a Hillary Point. Yes, there is a Hillary Point, they call it, and where all the mountaineering people, whenever they climb, they stop over there. वो वहां पे रुक जाते हैं, और रुकने के बाद फिर वहां से फिर from the Hillary Point to if you go to the summit, it takes 1.5 2 hours of climbing more. Then you have conquered you reach the summit and you conquered. Yes. She says the Hillary Point is so dangerous. In mountaineering people, they call it as a death zone. What do you mean by death zone? Most of the people who are trying to attempt to climb Mount Everest, they die on the death zone. That is called as a Hillary Point, death zone. Why? The climate and the condition is so harsh, and by the time you reach there, you are completely drained out with your energy. You have zero energy left after climbing so many hours non-stop. You are completely drained out. So death zone is what? So if you are not aware, I will tell you, in death zone, if somebody dies on a Mount Everest, if somebody dies, that the dead body cannot be brought down. You might be knowing that the dead bodies are lying over there for years and years together. So she says there are all over in the Hillary Point, in the death zone, there are all over dead bodies are lying all across. Many dead bodies you cannot count also. Red color, that blue color, right color. So her Sherpa said, क्योंकि वो जो left वाली जो dead body पड़ी हुई है, वहां से right से लेके आगे जाओ. And you know, when you are climbing towards the Mount Everest, they are all tied up in a single rope, one by one. So her team member in front of him was a Bangladeshi, and in front of her only, that Bangladeshi mountaineer, he died in front of her only, because he couldn't bear that, and he died and he collapsed. He was making sound, kind of a sound he was making, and he died in front of her, just 5 feet, and he was tied to that rope. And her Sherpa said, उसको भूल जाओ, साइड में हो, rope निकालो और आगे बढ़ो. So she says, I was scared to death, and I told my Sherpa that I am not going to climb over, I am returning. She was scared to death because nobody wants to die anywhere. Yes. And she says, I was shivering like anything, not because of cold, because I was wearing the clothes, but because of fear factor, I was shivering like anything. And she stood up there and said, and talked to herself, कि okay boss, अभी भी अगर मुझे कुछ करना है लाइफ में, अगर मुझे इतना मेहनत और इतनी मैंने तैयारी अगर मैंने की है, if I have to do something, I have to climb this. And डर के आगे जीत कहते हैं ना, तो she said the same thing. Take one step ahead of your fear. एक सामने डर है, the fear factor is there, you have to get into it. Take one step. And she said to herself, and she replayed all the positive things, whatever preparation she has done, and she stepped forward. And somehow she managed to climb that one and a half hour of journey, and she was on the summit after 1.5 or 2 hours. So the point what she is trying to make, डर के आगे ये जीत है. वो तो माउंटेन ड्यू हो गया, पर ये रियली में माउंटेन है. एंड शी सेड दैट डर को अगर हराना है तो उसके आगे एक स्टेप आपको लेना पड़ेगा. दिस इज व्हाट शी हैज शेयर्ड. यस, लेट अस गो टू द नेक्स्ट पॉइंट. Goal in mind. The photo, from the photo you can recognize him. The photo is of Abhinav Bindra, the only person, the only individual who had won the gold medal in Olympic. Yes. So goal in mind, you have to keep your goal in mind, whether it is academic, whether it is a sport, whether you have to, what you have to become in the life, whether whatever you have to become. As I said in my earlier 5 minutes only, what is your passion, what you really want to become, that goal should never ever fade away. I'll tell you the classic story of Abhinav Bindra. Not many people might be knowing. You might be knowing only that, okay boss, Abhinav Bindra gold medal jeeta, World Cup gold. Yes, but what is the effort behind that gold medal? I'm just trying to share you. He says, wake up with your goal in mind. He says 15 years. Yes, you hear it right. 15 years, every single day, I woke up in the morning with only one goal in my mind. That was winning gold for my country in Olympic. 15 years, every single day, I repeat, every single day, I woke up from my bed, keeping in my mind and remembering and striking in my head, I want to win a gold for my country, gold medal for my country. And he has done that, boss. But you might be thinking he's extraordinary. Now I will tell you, no, he's not extraordinary. In his own words, I heard his interview many times. Is in own words, what does he said about, what did he say about himself? Let me repeat in front of you. That will give you immense confidence. What he says is, 15, I hated sport. He says, I hated sport. Why? Because I never ever wanted to work hard. And in sport, if you want to make a career, you have to work hard. I hated sport. And he was, और shooting करना है ना, तो what does come in, first thing come in your mind is your eyesight should be excellent 6/6. The army standard, आपकी eyesight जो है army standard की होनी चाहिए. अरे बाबा, उसको चश्मा था. How much? What was the number of the specs? -4. I hated sport. I had a specs -4. He had a spinal injury because of a curve. He had a spinal injury, and because of a spinal injury, he couldn't stand still. You might be thinking, sir, क्या बात बता रहे हो? The most important thing in shooting is your eyesight should be good. You should be able to stand still, because even half a millimeter, not 1/10 of the millimeter, if you shake, if you are off the target, you are absolutely off the target. So what he said is, I hated sport. I never wanted to work hard. I had -4 chashma specs, and I had a spinal injury. I couldn't stand still, and I was full of anxiety. Yes, he says that I was full of anxiety all the time. And then I was nervous person altogether. I'm a nervous person altogether. And I was absolutely a chicken-hearted. जिसे कहते हैं ना, एकदम डरपोक, with fear. A chicken-hearted person. My God. अगर ये पहले बताता, if you had I've told you before this, before the match, before any if he received gold, would anybody would have believed that? No, not at all. That he would anybody would put their money onto him? Nobody. But what he did is he won a first individual gold in Olympics at shooting. Abhinav Bindra. He said that I before the Olympics, when he won the gold, what was the preparation he did that? He said that before the match, I was nervous like anything. The entire night I couldn't sleep. Entire night couldn't I sleep. But how could he do that? He says that only three things he said that: wake up with your goal in your mind and do what you hate to do most. He hated to go to the gym. He hated to go to the practice. He hated sport, but he got into it. He defeated his fear factors, defeated his fear, and he won a gold. That is how. And after hearing him, you might be getting a lot of confidence, Yeah, that is what we are trying to tell is. Only thing what you should be living is day in and out, morning, afternoon, and evening. The only one thing what you should be have is goal in your mind. Yes. Next. Remember how you prepared. I hope so. None of any of an Indian would not recognize this person. Oh yes. Remember how you prepared. How to defeat your fear when you are attempting your exam, when you are attending in your sports event, when it is a big match, when you go for any big meeting. What you had to do is remember how you prepared. Let me give you a very classic example of Yuvraj Singh. 2011 World Cup, Cricket World Cup, more or less everybody knows. You guys would be very young at that point of time, but definitely your parents would have told you, or else you might have seen some videos also. India won 2011 Cricket World Cup. Quarterfinal was with Australia. Yes, Australian match, that was a very tough match for India, because in earlier World Cup, India were never ever successful to beat Australia in any of the World Cup matches. So Indian team was very jittery. Here yaar kaisa hoga? And you know what? When Yuvraj Singh came on the ground at that time, it was a 2020 one-day match. So at that time, the Indian score was 187 for 5. Yes, absolutely right. The score is absolutely right. 187 for 5. And 5 wickets already down. So, top 5 batsmen are already in the pavilion. And Yuvraj Singh came as a 5 down, as a sixth batsman. And 74 more runs were needed at that point of a time. And that was tough, because being with the tail ender, it was a very tough challenge. And Yuvraj Singh says, I was scared to death. I was so scared. When I went to the beach, I thought, let me just run away from the situation. He was so scared. Fear इतना आ गया था कि उसे डर लगने लगा था कि ये 74 रन अभी होंगे कैसे? How do I do that? And moreover, the sledging was from the Australian team was at the peak. They were sledging left, right, and center, wherein to break the concentration of Yuvraj Singh and to break the confidence. And he says, I'm not saying, he only says, when I stood up in the crease, I was literally shivering like I'm having a fever of 103 fever or 102 fever. I was shivering on the pitch. But I stood up there. I took 2-3 long breaths, लंबी गहरी सांसों को लिया. And what I did is, I went back to my 10 years of career, how I prepared on the net, how I prepared before each and every match, and it gave me confidence from there, and I could control my fear over that. You cannot defeat at that point of a time, but you can control your fear at that point of a time. And he was able to do that, and we won that quarter final, and the rest is history. So what is the key point? What I'm trying to make you understand is, the preparation is so key. Preparation is absolutely key. If you think that you can defeat the fear without the preparation, Oh, no. Nobody in the world can defeat the fear without any preparation. You have to prepare, you have to slog like anything. Fear will be there. You just cannot remove fear, whatever you do from your system. Yes, but you can defeat, you can control. And how the legends, how the big people, how the common people, how the big sports person, they do that. They defeat fear, and they control at that point of a time. How they prepared in earlier stage. Yes, let us go to the next and the last point, what I'm trying to make it. Yes, after within 5 minutes we will close that. Let me tell you the one more story about the World Cup. It is a very interesting story what I come across, and normally I try to share with people. Then again come after this match, quarter-final match, there was a semi-final match. You guys might be knowing, or try to go to the YouTube and see that. Semi-final was India and Pakistan. And what Harbhajan says, I've seen his interview, the Harbhajan was saying that, okay, boss, I'm just trying to explain you how this legend, they control their fear and how they do it. You are into fear, I'm also into fear, they were also into fear, and they will be. So semi-final match, and the Pakistan was batting very well, and there was a one partnership, one part going very well, and the partnership was not breaking off from the Pakistan batsman. MS Dhoni was the captain, and he gave the ball to Harbhajan, and he asked him to bowl 2 overs. And Harbhajan says, in his own word, I was scared to death. Again, he said, same like Yuvraj Singh, I was scared to death. And he says, I was blank. हिंदी में कहते हैं, मुझे कुछ भी नहीं दिख रहा था. जब मुझे धोनी ने बॉल दिया तो मुझे ऐसा लगा कि अब मेरा जिंदगी यही खत्म हो गई है, और यहाँ धरती फटे और मैं अंदर घुस जाऊं, पर ये बॉल मुझे अभी नहीं चाहिए. What was the reason why he didn't want to bowl at the time? He was scared because within 2 overs, the World Cup of the Indian dream of winning the World Cup would end forever. The 4 साल की जो मेहनत थी वो खत्म हो जाएगी, या जीत भी सकते. अगर 2 ओवर अगर खराब हो गए और रन चले गए तो गया, अगर विकेट मिल गया तो ठीक है, अदरवाइज my career or the Indian World Cup dream will be over. I was scared to death. But how did he do that? He said, I remembered again how I prepared 7 hours, 6 hours, 4 hours, the practice thing, how I bowled, how I had to do. Then again I thought, okay, I prepared very well for this event. Let me bowl. And after in the second over and the fourth or fifth ball, if I'm not wrong, he got 1 wicket. And after getting 1 wicket, Dhoni again gave him 1 more over. And on the next over, again, he got 1 more wicket. So my dear friend, जिसे हिंदी में कहते हैं ना, डर के आगे जीत है. डर सबको लगता है, आपको लगेगा, मेरे को लगेगा, सबको लगेगा. डर के आगे जीत है. One more last story, then we will end up this session. Then let us come to the final. Yes. फाइनल वर्ल्ड कप 2011 आपने सबने देखा होगा. पहले जो छोटी स्टोरी जिसे मैं निकालता हूं, आई एम वेरी कीन ऑब्जर्वर अबाउट दैट. व्हाट विराट कोहली सेड, India were 25 for 2 wickets at that point, if I'm not wrong. I'm sorry if I'm quoting wrong on the score, but India were 2 wickets down very early. We were chasing 260 runs, but 2 wickets, Sachin Tendulkar and the master Sachin Tendulkar and the hurricane batsman Virendra Sehwag, both of them got out. And at that point of time, Virat Kohli was very new. He was hardly 19 years or 20 years, and he was coming to the stadium. और हिंदी में मैं बताता हूँ कि what he said, exactly what he said. I will repeat the same sentence. वो कह रहे थे कि जब मैं स्टेडियम में आ रहा था तो एंट्री में जब लिया 2 डाउन के बाद, मुझे लगा इंडिया की जो वानखेड़े स्टेडियम की जो पब्लिक थी, इट वाज पिन ड्रॉप साइलेंस. और वो जो साइलेंस था, इट वाज so scary that I was scared to death. And I don't know, I was not at all knowing that whether I'm walking or not walking. It was like a zombie I was going. He only says that, I'm not saying that is his own words. And there was no clapping or nothing like that, no positive reaction from the public, because all the audience thought, okay, the World Cup is gone. I was walking and I was so scared to face ball. And there was who was bowling on the other end was Lasith Malinga, the dangerous bowler of Sri Lanka. At that point of time, the dangerous bowler, the most dangerous Yorker bowler of all time, one of the most. And what Virat Kohli was praying is, he was praying to God all the time, and he stood on the crease and he said, God, भगवान मेरे कृपा करना, और कृपा करके उसको वो यॉर्कर नहीं मारना चाहिए, सिर्फ इतना मुझे दुआ है, बाकी मैं देख लूंगा. He said that he prayed to the God and on the crease and said, let Lasith Malinga don't bowl Yorker. He was scared to death. And he thought, अगर यॉर्कर मारा तो मेरा बैट तो डर के मारे मेरा बैट उठेगा ही नहीं और मैं बोल्ड हो जाऊंगा. And he said, the first ball what Lasith Malinga bowled was not a Yorker ball, but he bowled a good length, and the ball went away. I didn't touch, and then my nerves was cooling down. And believe me, friends, after that he made a very good contribution, 35 runs, and rest is history. India won the World Cup. So what I'm trying to tell you is, all these legends had a fear. They had a fear factor, but you had to conquer. And how did they conquer? I shared with you. So this is what ये दूसरे का चुराया हुआ मेरा तो नहीं है. डर के आगे जीत है. डर लगता है ना, जिससे आपको डर लगता है उसमें घुस जाओ. पढ़ाई से डर लगता है, घुस जाओ. प्रिपेयर योरसेल्फ. अंधेरे से डर लगता है, अंधेरे में घुस जाओ. कुछ नहीं होना है. I'm telling you from my life experience, and I'm telling you 90% of the fears what I had never came to me. जिस चीज का मुझे डर लगता था 90% वैसा मेरी जिंदगी में कभी हुआ नहीं. वो केवल डर था, वो मेरे लाइफ के साथ कभी हुआ ही नहीं. And lastly I'm telling you, yes, you can and you will. I can and I will. There is nothing called fear factor. The fear will be there for the lifetime. You cannot eradicate, but you can definitely conquer and defeat. You can and you will defeat that. So my dear friends, all the friends who are attending this session, if you like my session, please, I'm just requesting you. I have my own YouTube channel. You can see on the screen. It's Abhay Chauhan, motivational speaker. If you like, I have many videos, motivational videos on different topics. Please subscribe. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So if it is open, I can take few questions. Yes. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. I request everyone, if you have any questions, you can pin in the chat box. I guess everything was clear and sufficient. So I now hand it over to Gurveer to conclude this session.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Thank you, sir, for your stimulating speech and an outstanding presentation on the topic fear factor. We are grateful for the time and effort you took to share your thoughts and experiences. Thank you for taking the time to speak to our students about what is fear, few common fears like exams, relationships, failing. Talk to yourself, accept fear as fact and not as force. Find small wind and positives. Wake with your goal in mind. All your stories were really motivating and interesting, sir. On behalf of each and everyone present here, I thank you again for a truly memorable afternoon. We hope you can join us again, sir. Thank you everyone for joining.
So love to come. Thank you very much. So young guys, don't worry. Fear, I'm also scared. You are also scared. Don't worry. Get into it. Defeat the fear. You can conquer it. Everybody in this world can conquer. Let it not sit on your head. Thank you very much. you.